I guess we're live from our phone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're testing this out for the first time on Evenly Yoked Television. And today we're going to be talking about Ciara Wilson, Russell Wilson.
Ooh, child.
Don't let your lady out the house like that.
Well, hold on.
Don't let her out the house like that.
Okay, you said you knew what I got to say after, so
Before,
I went.
before we get to that, it's been a while since we've been live. Been a while since we did a video.
I shouldn't
You know,
have
we've
left you without a dope video to set. I'm sorry.
we've been real busy.
Yeah, Lord.
You know, a lot of business, jury duty,
Oh, Lord, don't even talk about it.
all kind of stuff going on.
I totally forgot about that one. But yeah.
All kind of stuff going on recently.
Kids got us all which ways.
Yeah, you know, that's the married life. Got, you know, family life. Got kids everywhere.
Kids everywhere. Nieces and nephews everywhere.
Three practices today for sports teams.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
But, you know, no excuses. Here we
No
are.
excuses, yeah.
Here we are.
Trying
So,
to be here.
that being said,
I'm Kyra, this is Robert, and he sends me this picture. I'm like, so first I'm like, why are you looking at this? But then I'm looking at it like, why am I looking at this? And then I'm like, you know me, I look through.
she know this ain't how it go.
I'm sorry, no,
We ain't been gone that long.
I look
For you to know that that's not how we do this. I'm Robert, you're Kyra. This is Evenly Yoked Television. That's how we do it. Now you can speak, woman. And you see that? Hold on, before you speak, I think this is kind of the problem right here. This is kind of the problem. You know, this is why Russell Wilson had to let his wife out the house like that. He had to. He don't got no choice because these women are unruly. They unruly, and that's what my wife trying to be right now. She know that the introduction go completely different than that. But she just choose to do what she want to do because she's a free woman in society, right? I call that being loose and unruly, right?
Okay, so
Go ahead.
First thing I noticed, and I was, I like looking through the comments first, so I get my opinion and I look through and see what everybody else is saying. Nobody said how uncomfortable Russell looked.
I actually did see some comments like that.
Did somebody say that? Maybe I didn't stroll long enough, but I'm like, he looked mighty uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ciara's smiling, and he's like, almost like, what the am I here for?
Yeah, what kind of harlot did I step out the house with?
No, but then this is the other thing you have to understand. She's a married woman.
He said, I done bought this woman a music catalog for her. I done gave her a whole new life.
Because she's a married woman.
Everybody calling us relationship goals.
She can step out however she wants to. But now, I mean, truly and honestly, it's not the best look. But how old is Ciara?
Mm-hmm.
Is she going through some kind of, midlife crisis?
No, she's an entertainer. That's how they dress.
And she's an entertainer. I don't know. I mean, and then the other thing was like, it didn't it didn't totally flatter her. It was just more like, just see everything about her.
What do you mean by it doesn't flatter?
Like, it didn't flatter her figure. It was just, it looked like a see-through shower curtain. It was just like draped over her.
I don't know if I'd go as far as to say I don't understand maybe exactly what it doesn't
didn't
flatter
her figure. It didn't. It was just like a draping.
I'll say this. She looked good, but she's inappropriate.
Yeah.
That's inappropriate. You don't go out the house and embarrass your husband like that.
But why is that? I think she's more embarrassing herself.
Right. You don't go out the house embarrassing yourself like that.
And what if
you don't do that?
What if he's good with it?
Yeah, you don't go out the house and he said he's gonna go see his mom.
Can I look?
Go ahead.
Like I got
Mommy. LJ, go play.
Daddy.
Now. Thank you.
Well, why do you let him come over here to me and I can't even talk to him?
Because he be tripping, man. He act like we're not in the middle of a video. We just told him.
Right.
But as you've seen, if you watch any of our videos, you know he's the third member of Evenly Yoked TV.
Our LJ. He went over there to him and he said no. And then he came over to my window.
Yeah, that's how he does.
I'm gonna go to mommy. But go ahead, go back and say what you were saying.
No, she's being unruly. You know, like I said, it's inappropriate for her to come out the house like that with her husband. She's an entertainer and all of that. I get all that. You know, But that looked like something that was made, for the bedroom.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like it was made for to me. And it's not to say that, if you wanna dress like that, dress like that. But hey, I'm sure y'all got a big house. You can walk around the whole house like that.
You can even go outside like that.
Be in the kitchen. Be in the kitchen cooking up a meal like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's how you're supposed to dress when you cooking your meal. Yeah, send the kids to grandma's house. Send the kids to granddaddy's house. Right? That's how you're supposed to dress for that. You don't supposed to be inappropriate for all the people at the Oscars to go see, and then y'all gonna be complaining, don't nobody black get an Oscar and all of that while you dress like that.
Okay, so but
that don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right,
but
right.
That's
Hold
not
on,
the
but
point.
you don't even know that.
And then,
you know
and then all of a sudden, hold on. Then all of a sudden, Russell Wilson gonna have to come up there and slap somebody for saying something about his wife, right? But y'all don't want nobody's wife in y'all name in your mouth, right?
Mm-mm.
Y'all don't want nobody's name in your mouth, right? Sorry for my wife's distraction. She's being unruly too. I think it's an epidemic.
I'm sorry. Okay, so I had two questions.
Go ahead.
So first question is, was that for the after party? Because
it's an after party thing.
Okay, so it was an after party. So she didn't wear that.
I don't know if she wore that.
Because I saw some people saying after party. So you know what I mean.
Well.
So that's a little different if it was for the after party. There, right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then two, what would be inappropriate for a man then? Because I think we do have to know.
How about if he had some sheer pants on with his balls out?
Yeah, that'd be
inappropriate, right?
Inappropriate. Okay.
Yeah, like, how about that?
Yeah. Okay.
How about some sheer pants with your ball sack out?
Yeah, that would be definitely inappropriate. So.
I wouldn't go out dressed like that.
I mean, like they say, she's usually classy, and she be stylish with her class.
Usually classy.
Well, she's usually stylish and slay. Like, she's usually lit. You know what I'm saying?
I think, again...
And Ciara's a beautiful woman, so I'm just wondering why.
I think, again, there's a difference between still looking good and being classy. I wouldn't categorize a lot of the things that she does as classy. I mean, she looks good doing the things she does, but it's a different level when you're supposed to be representing a man when you go out here. It's a different level. You ain't supposed to be on the back of cars doing all this. Twerking.
See, but this the same man that I got these kind of pants at the house that he won't even let me wear out. And I mean, it's full length pants, y'all, but they are
those are
rotund.
No, your rear end is rotund, especially in them pants.
In them pants, but so you saying I couldn't wear those pants out, or I couldn't wear what Ciara? I
don't even know why you playing. You know better than that. You know you ain't going out the house like that.
Not even keep fresh.
You already know you ain't going out the house like that.
I don't know why she did that. I don't know. I don't know.
And that's the same thing. It was just like, people used to ask that question, like when Lizzo went to the basketball game with her booty out.
Right.
Would you say the same? Absolutely. It's inappropriate in places like that to be doing stuff like that.
Right. But this is this new this is the new
over-sexualized era that we're in.
Era.
I mean, I think everything's always been over-sexualized, at least for the last 30 years.
But now it's just about do what you want, how you want now.
It is kind of getting a little out of control.
There's like nobody wants to have any rules. Nobody wants to have any boundaries. That's not acceptable. Mm-hmm. And and you went on stuff like this. It's not saying that you can't be who you want to be. Like we were watching Breaking, the movie. The break dancing, and the boys are like, "Mom, if I wore that nowadays, I would be dudes would be looked at as."
Oh, they must be talking about like where they was.
Yeah, how they were dancing,
them little fishnet halter tops and stuff like that.
Right, but but my point is they were fashionably forward,
mm-hmm.
And out and just totally different, but they weren't like vulgar. Like when you teach your kid private parts.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us need to remember what our private parts are to be in private, and it's like that doesn't exist anymore.
That's true.
I can still be fashion forward and allow my private parts to be my private parts.
Yeah.
Because if that's the, and maybe this is just one time. Her husband cool with it, but you don't know what people talk about inside their home.
Yeah, you're right. You don't. But you do. You know you ain't going out the house like that.
You don't know what people talk about inside their home. But I'm willing to bet that their outfit and then all these comments that come with it, there's some conversation going on.
Yeah, you know.
I've been married long enough to know.
To know what?
That there's some conversation going on.
Well, in the house?
Yeah, with her and Russell, yeah.
About how you
about that outfit.
How you shouldn't be embarrassing me like this.
Please, his face looked like they had conversation before they got there. You know what I'm saying?
She probably said, I don't care what you say. I'm wearing this out the house.
But Russell, this is cute.
I don't care what you say. I don't care
just for a little bit.
How much money you make and how well you take care of me and how many of my music catalogs you buy back. I don't care about none of that. I'm just gonna do what I want, and Russell wasn't gonna go out there.
I mean, his face was just like,
oh my God, I gotta deal with this.
But I need them. No matter what, I need them to keep it together because they are one of our couples that, like when we think about, our older couples, the Samuel Jackson, the Angela Bassett's, they're some of our younger couples, and we need them to hold it together.
For what?
That we have that are still together, for one. Mm-hmm. And we want them to be good in real life, not just good in front of the TV life. So that's more important, is that we want y'all to, if y'all are good with what y'all doing, be good.
So what are you trying to say, that your relationship goals?
I don't really know them like that. My relationship goals are me and you.
Exactly.
My relationship, and yes, I do. Probably the one couple that's younger that I do look at is what's her name? The Ellises. I like them, but then I don't
think they're younger than us.
No, they're older than us. Mm. But then I also like the Black Love Creators.
I don't know who those people are.
Yeah, and I also like my boy from Army Wives, him and his wife.
I'm talking about young people.
They're young.
No, he's not.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Anybody that's probably 30 or under, you ain't my relationship goals.
You're more than likely not even married if you're 30.
Yeah, I mean that's what's that blue people?
It ain't a lot of people.
Blue people, what their name is?
What are you talking about?
That couple, the blue people couple.
I never heard of no blue people. What are you talking about?
Blueface.
Oh, you mean Blueface and Krishan?
Yeah, they ain't my goals.
They ain't my goals. That's your goals. But you want to be crazy as hell like her, huh?
We say, like the judge said that you sent me. She said, when I had a day where I was going crazy, he was still centered.
Nah, that ain't how you supposed to do. You ain't supposed to just be acting crazy as hell and I just sit there and look at you being crazy.
No, but you were still centered.
You know what I'm gonna do? If
you have to be still centered.
Yeah, I'm always gonna be centered. But if you want to come in the house acting crazy like that, and I'm just supposed to stand, I'm gonna get you a little straight jacket and put you in a padded room in the house. No. I'm gonna get you a padded room for the house.
And see, this
and I'm gonna close the door.
You're not the best
until you're ready to come out.
When it's like emotional things, we're working on that with him. But she was venting and talking and crying. We'll do all on that later.
And all in his mind, he'll be, that's crazy.
No, she's like, he's like, okay, she don't need me to solve nothing right now. She don't need me to solve nothing. She just needs me to be.
You ain't talking about no mature adult conversation with nobody that don't want to be a mature adult. When you ready to be a mature adult, you can come out that room.
Emotions aren't mature.
You can come out that padded room with your straight jacket on when you ready. When you ready to be a mature adult.
Okay, go back to ordinary.
That's really all it is as far as that's concerned in my mind. Mm. She shouldn't be dressed like that outside the house. But again, you married to an entertainer, so what do you really expect?
Right. So like, he's a football player, right? Is he still a football player?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he's a football player, and there's things she has to deal with. Because he's a football player.
Like what? That's inappropriate.
I don't know. I was gonna ask you what are those things.
No, I'm saying like what? That's inappropriate.
Probably a whole bunch of groupies on his neck or on his back.
But is he displaying that like as something he's proud of? Is he saying, "Hey, look at all these holes in my box"? He ain't saying that. No, look at all these girls in the DM. He don't put that out there.
He not put that out there.
Right, yeah. But she putting all that out there. All the rest of it out there for everybody. You see, that means Ciara belonged to the streets when you can put your rear end out there like that.
Don't be putting
because now she belonged to me. She belonged to Russell Wilson. She belonged to every man out there that saw her.
No, she don't belong to you.
That's what it means. You belong to the internet now.
Well, it means that it means that she's telling. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Look, y'all.
Go ahead.
It just means that she's, giving it out there, but it's up to you about what your eyes will be lustful to do.
Can I just ask one question?
No.
Can I put it back?
Can you put the hat back in? Yeah, you put it in.
Here, come.
He's so silly.
Lamar.
He's so silly. Can you imagine what it's like trying to be at the house, sneak a few minutes and somebody knocking at the door?
Man.
Imagine what that's like all the time. But I kind of got off track from what you were just saying. But
no,
you talking about it's up to you? No.
That don't mean that she's
you could say that it's not, but it is at the same time. That's why there's a whole standard of not doing things like that.
True.
Because you would be like, that certain things are supposed to be just for me, apparently, right? Certain things are supposed to be just for me, apparently. If I was to go out the house with my ding-a-ling swinging, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right? You'd have an issue with that, then, right?
Correct.
Why? But why would you have an issue with that?
Because nobody else should see your ding-a-ling.
Right. Because if I'm giving it to every other girl, then that means that it's for the streets.
It's not for the streets.
And that's what it means.
Okay.
That's what it means. That means you for everybody.
And you know what? I don't understand. Well, she had everything covered up but her booty.
Mm-hmm. No, them things was out. I think that's
she had a little piece right there.
Yeah, but that's out.
But it's still out. But
It's
she had
out.
a little piece there. That's what that be killing me when we be doing this.
Ain't too much imagination left. That's out.
Like,
it's out.
If why just put a little piece on our nipples? Why not just let the whole thing out?
I'm gonna go to the beach next time. Put a little.
Yeah, I don't see the difference in.
Like I said, ain't too much imagination left.
gonna
You
wear
can kind
them
of figure
all
it from there.
I'm just gonna wear them all out, but I don't know. We gotta see. I want to see what her outfit for the Oscars was, though.
Oh, yeah, well.
But that's not getting a lot of spotlight, clearly, because
I couldn't find it. I did look to see if there was some more pictures of it, and I looked to see if anybody else was really out there tripping like that too, but I couldn't find no other pictures of people that's really being unruly like that. If you have any pictures, send them to me. Not for that reason, for this content purposes. Get your minds out the gutter. Hey, this is all about creating better relationships, family life. It's a family life channel. Family life. Hey, y'all in the gutter. Especially you in the gutter. I see you in the gutter.
I'm trying not to be in the gutter.
Yeah, you in the gutter.
But
don't worry. I'm going to resurrect you up out the gutter. We're going to start thinking better. We're going to start doing things better.
Yeah.
All right?
That's right.
You got anything else?
No.
As far as
I want to hear what everybody else is saying, too. So.
Russell, don't let her do this to you.
A message to Russell, really?
Don't let her do it.
No,
don't let her do this to you.
He's good.
Don't let her do this to you, Russell Wilson.
He's good.
Okay? Russell Wilson.
We all make mistakes.
Russell Wilson, I pleadeth of you, young man. I think you're about the same. We're probably a little bit older than me. I pleadeth with you, young man. Don't let her do this to you. Don't let her embarrass you. You tell her to get her ass back in the house. But before you walk out the house like that, you tell her to get her ass back in the house.
I'm gonna tell you the same
Before
thing.
hold on now. Before you know it, you're gonna be just like doggone, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, and she's gonna be telling you how your kid's supposed to be coming out the house. And everything gonna be upside down after that.
Yeah, did you see? I gotta look at that.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay, y'all.
But you don't want to wind up like that. You don't want to wind up like that. Anything else?
May the Lord bless you and keep you.
All right, we're done. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, get on your computer, leave a comment. Evenly Yoked TV. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
How you turn this thing off?
I don't know. That's the thing.
It's the first time we went live. I don't know how to turn it off. Hold on.
Try that.
Yep, there we go.
See?
Peace.